I have had this laptop since 2013. It is now 2018. I've had it for 5 years. And I didn't realize until just today that I do not have a mini plug audio input. I don't know how I've never noticed this before. I guess because I've never tried to record audio directly into this machine before. Because I always I'm importing files from an external audio device. I was plugging in a microphone into the headphone jack, and I'm like, why is this thing not working? What is going on? Finally, it occurred to me that it was a headphone jack, and that it wasn't an input. So it's been a long weekend. Not really. It's been a short weekend. It's been a normal 2-day weekend as opposed to last weekend, which for a lot of people is 3 days or 4 days. Anyway, this weekend though has been kind of a rush, and this is like the first time I've really sat down to not do anything. Although I'm obviously doing something. Started filming yesterday for this documentary that I am working on. One of several filmed projects that I kind of talked about. I think last time I posted a video blog, some of you were like, "Hey, so you want to tell us more about this documentary you're working on?" I do. I can't tell you right now because of certain legal things. So without having you all sign NDAs right now, I'm not going to tell you all about it right now. I will very, very soon. Very soon. There'll be website. You'll be sick of hearing about it by the time I'm actually putting stuff out there. So don't worry, you'll get the whole download. But started filming for that yesterday, and also yesterday went to the Saved by the Max pop-up restaurant, which was Saved by the Bell's Max Diner. Turned into a reality, kind of. It was fun-ish. I was not a big Saved by the Bell fan, but I got all the references. That was okay, but that involved driving up to LA, which I was doing anyway to do the filming, and then driving back very late, and then waking up this morning and driving back up to LA, to Burbank specifically, to the Warner Brothers Studios, where they were hosting an event called AT&T Shape. It was sponsored by AT&T. It was kind of it was a conference on the convergence between technology and entertainment, basically. So there was a lot of VR demonstrations and a lot of people who were piloting new technology to help consumers consume entertainment in different ways. I don't know. There was also a big networking aspect to it, which is the reason I was there, was to meet other filmmakers and potential collaborators and just kind of build up this support network, I guess. They did this kind of speed dating sort of networking thing where you could kind of browse through people you wanted to connect with and request to meet with them at a specific place for 15-minute increments. So you had 15 minutes at a table, and then you flip over to the next one. But I also spent the last week polishing 2 pilot scripts for submission to something that I'm not really sure I should talk about. I also don't like to jinx things. I guess if anything comes of it, I'll tell you about it. If not, it was at least a good opportunity for me to be forced to really rework these pilots and these pitches. Something I've been doing is pitching various TV show concepts to different development people and producers. And I've gotten a range of positive feedback, but obviously no bites yet, because otherwise you would have heard me shouting about it from the rooftops. I'm one of those people that actually takes feedback from people and does something with it. This is a really common thing that a lot of creative types, when you give them feedback, they're like, "No, I'm an artiste and this is my baby and don't tell me what to do with it." The world doesn't work that way if you want to actually sell it. With any sort of editorial feedback on anything, you have to be able to really parse out what seems like truly good advice and what just cuts too much from the core of the concept, right? And I think I'm pretty good at detecting that. I mean, that comes from years of being an editor and also years of working with editors. Things are, moving along there, but I mean, this has kind of consumed all of my free time, is just working on everything related to filmmaking projects now, which is cool, but really time consuming and very different from doing anything else. And I've talked about this before, like comics or any of that stuff where, there's not quite instant gratification, but you at least you draw a page and it instantly appears. Even if it's not being published for another year, you have that page and it's done. It's not the same. You go shoot a scene and it's nothing until you edit it together with all the other scenes, which could be years later, or I mean, So it's interesting. So that's Sunday, guys. I'm gonna edit this and post it, and then I'll see you on the internet. Peace out.